Leicestershire's Claude Henderson spun his side into an excellent position on the first day of their LV County Championship match against Essex at Southend-on-Sea, with 4 wickets before his side's batsmen put them into a very strong position. The New England Lions skipper James Taylor won the toss in the continued absence of Matthew Hoggard and decided to have a bowl first on the festival ground, but he then watched Billy Godleman and Tom Wesley make a decent enough start for the home side against the Leicestershire seamers Nadeem Malik and Nathan Buck. They opened up with a stand of 28 for the first wicket. Buck then got the breakthrough, nipping a ball back to have Wesley leg before for 16. That brought Owe Shah to the crease and he looked in reasonable nick in the breezy conditions on the coast. He got off the mark with this shot before he drove Malik for another 4 as the 2 former Middlesex men, Shah and Godleman, took the Essex score to 57. Spin was then introduced into the attack on the first morning and it soon produced a wicket as Jigger Naik bowled Godleman for 18. That brought Ravi Bopara in his first match as captain of Essex in a 4-day game as James Foster was missing, but it was Shah who continued to push the score along, taking a guard well outside off stump to try to counter any spin. However, Henderson then came on and with his second delivery he had Shah caught at slip by Will Jefferson. He was out for 24 at 78 for 3. Jake Mickleborough had faced 31 deliveries either side of lunch with just 1 scoring shot, and when he tried to change things, he skied a catch to Josh Cobb to go for 4 at 90 for 4. Ryan Tenderscarter's tough season continued as he nicked Henderson behind first ball as a tall left-armer started to make the most of the surface. Naik then bowled Adam Wheater for a single before David Masters was legged before to Wayne White to leave Essex in some trouble on 112 for 7. Bopara was out for a top score of 37 and Henderson then had Maurice Chambers held by Taylor, the batsman racing off the moment he played his shot. The fact that Essex were able to get to a final score of 144 was down to Tom Craddock, who struck Henderson for a 6. Before he put the close-in fielders in some danger when Henderson dropped the ball in too short. Twice he hit him for 4 as he scored 21, the 3rd highest score of the under-par Essex total. He was the last man out when he was bowled by Buck in what was one of the best performances with the ball from Leicestershire this summer. How good they were was soon emphasised by Jefferson, who wasted no time in putting bat to ball. If there had been any problems with the pitch when Essex had batted, they seem to have disappeared now as Jefferson played some terrific shots. Craddock was brought into the attack early to see if he could extract any turn as Henderson had done in taking 4 for 43, but Jefferson played him well as he dominated an opening stand of 54, his contribution to that being 39. You may have thought that Foster was still behind the stumps when Jefferson was dismissed. Instead it was Wheater with the gauntlets on and he took an outstanding catch to remove Jefferson after Chambers had found the inside edge of his bat. Chambers then got rid of Greg Smith in his next over. He top-edged a pull shot to long leg where Tymel Mills held on. And Essex collected a 3rd wicket when Matthew Boyce glanced Mills to Wheater down the leg side to depart for 30. Taylor again showed his battling qualities in scoring an unbeaten 13 in 73 minutes of defiance at the end in partnership with Cobb. They'll resume with their side very well placed on 100 for 3, trailing by only 44 and in a great position to open up a substantial first innings lead.